Pleasure today to be here at the Australian Open Real Tennis Championships with the Tasmanian champion, Ollie Pridmore. Afternoon, Ollie.
Hey, brothers, how you doing?
Good, good. We're here on behalf of Newtown Station Nursery and Tierney Law, Falconer Investments, and all the other lovely sponsors that have helped us this year. This is a final, Ollie, which has been played out a few times before between these two. They're easily the two best ladies players in the world, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would agree with that, yes.
Three-way count back today.
Claire has been very dominant over the last...
Three-way count back, yeah.
I don't even know how many years. Longer than I've been in the game, that's for sure. And then Leah, I believe, is number 2 for
Wednesday and then
just as long, maybe. I don't know the dates, but both very good players. Yeah.
And her actual world ranking is, Claire's is 24, and that's in a male world. Her ladies' world ranking is well and truly 1. She's a handicap of about 6. That's just slightly better than slightly worse than yours at the moment, Ollie?
Just slightly worse than mine at the moment.
She's a professional at the Oratory, and there's what Ollie was saying. She was British Under-21's Open champion in 2010, and she's been winning titles pretty religiously since then, so that's the last 14 to 15 years, so that's what Ollie's saying in relation to she's been playing longer than he has. To get here today, she beat Josie Tan 6-love, 6-1, and she also played Lewis Williams in an amazing first-round match in the Australian Open, and that was a really good match, you know, because she was playing obviously in the men's draw.
Yes, I believe I commentated that one. Yes, I believe I commentated that one. Yeah, it was a fantastic match. Easily best first-round match of the Oz Open draw.
Easily, and not just from a standard point of view, but also from, I think, a tension point of view, wasn't it? It's always nice when you have that sort of standard between a male and a female.
Yes.
So it's a little, you know, we hate to say it, but there's a little bit of a pecking order there which comes into play.
Yeah, that was a fantastic match.
You recently beaten Claire, I think, didn't you, in the UK?
2023 British Open, yeah, drew Claire in the first round, and that was similar to the Oz Open here. It was predicted to be probably the best first round match of the tournament.
And her opponent today is Leah van der Zwalmen from France. She was previously a squash player, a PSA ranked very good squash player. She's obviously got the ladies' world ranking at number 2. Her handicap is nearly 16, so a full 10 points worse than Claire's. So that means that it should be a fairly one-sided deal, don't you reckon, Ollie?
You'd think so, but that also means that Leah's got almost nothing to lose. She can go out there, swing, and hopefully, if she has a really good day, just no pressure at all, do really well.
Yep, precisely. And then, and as we saw with Kieran, who is playing after this match, he's meant to be ranked at number 17 in the world, but he beat a 4th ranked player. So you know, anything can happen.
I think Kieran's a little bit better than 17. There's a slight inaccuracy regarding his travelling. He doesn't travel for opens. And,
that's right. That's right. So, and of course his handicaps, you know, right up.
Okay, everyone, welcome to the 2025 Women's Australian Open Final.
Leah beat Saskia Bollerman.
We are in a noise-sensitive environment, so if you've got, make sure your phones are off or on silent, and if you could just keep your noise to the barest possible minimum while the rallies are in play, it'll stop me from having to interrupt the game and asking you to do so. But otherwise, enjoy the match.
This is our tournament marker, Brett McFarlane, the Hobart local pro, just giving us the rundown, and he will be the one commandeering these proceedings tonight. Now also, Ollie, Leah's been a little bit sick too, hasn't she? Did she get a bug on the plane?
I think so. I'm not too sure how she's recovered. I believe she's feeling a bit better from that. But I know, I think about a week ago she was feeling a bit poorly, as well as a few other of the players.
Certainly in her game against Saskia Bollerman, she seemed a bit lacklustre and, you know, finishing off the longer points, which was unlike what I'd seen her play before. So it's going to be interesting. Claire to receive.
At the service end, at the world
quickly
number
she
2
gets the serve. It'll be
from
interesting.
France, Leah van der Zwalmen. Let's see a big Hobart round of applause.
So Leah's serving.
And at the receiving end of the court, the world champion from Britain, Claire Fahey.
Both of these ladies have good drag serves, so we'll see a few of those today.
That's
I
the
reckon,
3
Ollie.
sets.
I reckon
Love
so,
all.
yes. Leah's been rocking the backhand drag serve lately.
And Claire's is a forehand, so it's a demi-PK to start. First mistake from Claire. And I think viewers will see a lot of that
15
main world
love.
camber coming from Leah tonight, which is what we just saw then, was her go-to shot when she's got the option. She's heading for a giraffe this time.
Chase the last
Quickly taking
gallery.
serves and
15 love.
I think so. I think that was a statement, wasn't it? That she was going to say, okay, I'm not going to stay up here too long.
yeah.
There's that left-handed drag, that backhand drag.
Yeah. Found the
Finds
nick.
that nick. Yeah.
It's certainly
love.
very
30
tough
love.
to hit Maymore Tambor in Hobart at the moment. I think they've recently painted the wall and it just doesn't. It just kicks out so much.
It
You
does.
almost have to
Ball
hit
stops
it.
there.
Yeah.
She's gone back to a
Chase worse than 3. Last
back
gallery.
to Demi
Worse than
PK,
3.
which went all the way round on.
30 love.
Yep. And Claire rightly punished it a little bit, so she's got 2 chases there. Now it's going to be interesting to see what Claire serves. Claire's probably I think, and I think I'm pretty right here. She's got the best ladies railroad,
Yes. Yep.
and
I'd
she
agree with that.
uses it. And she uses it. You know, so
For these 2 chases, I'd expect at least the first one, for the first chase to be a railroad.
Yeah.
Although I don't know what she'd planned for Western
30
3.
love.
It's,
Receiver. Chase the last gallery.
Proven wrong instantly.
no, not necessarily. No, what's it going to be? Yeah, they're using lots of demi PKs. That's a sidewall in the end, but not a very hard serve.
15,
there.
30.
I think that's an
Chase
unforced error.
worse than 3.
Yeah, I think she must be trying to get Leah to generate the pace onto the ball.
You're right. Take another sidewall. Same mistake.
30 all.
I think there's probably a bit of nerves here, Ollie.
Yep.
30 all. First game. Punish that. First.
40, 30.
Leah needs to find a groove for these returns. 2 in the net, 1 on the penthouse.
It's not a good start.
Holtz.
I don't think that score's right. I think it's 30 all, isn't it?
Yeah, 40-30
40
now.
30, yep.
Chase worse
Yeah,
than
that's
5.
much better return.
5, yep. Far better return.
Going in for the cut volley.
Pushed it.
30,
Yep.
40.
And
A little bit more aggression. That's what we like to see.
it's a very smart play to, when you're down 40-30, to just, even if you lose this game, just start at the service end.
Yep. Yep. And we're seeing it all week, I think, Ollie, that the service is really
40, 30.
playing
Receiver.
for points, so it's the
Worse
players
than
are wanting the
5.
service end most of the time, apart from your game last night. where Rob and Ben seemed to be quite tough to receivers end, didn't they?
Game receiver, 1 game
Yes,
to love.
to
First
some
set.
extent, yeah.
We were watching that. First game to Claire. Players liking the Demi PK here.
And of course,
She's missed the grill there, which is always punishing on the Hobart court.
15 love.
Yep.
Penthouse kicks up above the tambour, doesn't it, Ollie?
Does.
About the only penthouse in the world that does that quite that way.
You've got to miss it right or at least low. It's a good serve.
That's great serve. nice and low on the
15
back
all.
wall, heading for the nick. Here comes this drag.
Chase worse than 2.
Cut down there. And as
15
you're
all.
saying, because they've been recently painted, that cuts down even more than it normally would once it's had a boast.
And it just stops and dies a bit
Yep.
more. I got caught out a couple times last night because of it.
Chase 5. 2 chases, 15 all.
That I'm sorry, Ollie. I think that's a bit of a lazy leave there by Leah. Chase 5. She should have been able to get up to that, I would have thought.
I think she was perhaps expecting to go a little bit deeper, and given there's already a chase and she's perhaps misread it slightly, she was happy to give it up.
Yeah, because that's what it seemed like. It seemed like a lackluster effort there, but really main wall and coming off like that, you normally want to use those sort of
15 all.
Yep.
Chase worse than 2.
Yeah, especially if it's Mamo on the full and it kicks out.
And she's got a worse than 2 already, so it's not a good chase to be trying to hunt down.
Go better than 3.
That was a good effort.
Yeah.
30-15.
First ball was very good.
Chase
Good idea not to
5.
just go for the dead on, which some people might be tempted to do.
Rightio. Chase 5. She'll have to attack this. I think Claire played that point well, but Leah came back with things.
30 all.
The right response.
Yep.
Claire putting the pace on it to try and make it a bit more difficult for her. 30 all. Second game.
Chase worse than 2.
There's that. Leah's quite happy to boast.
30 all.
Being an ex-squash player, she's very comfortable with the boast, but Claire is too. So this is a point that Claire will want to win.
Chase worse than 4. Worse than 2. Worse than 4.
Leah would be happy with that outcome, I should
30 all.
imagine.
Absolutely.
Here we go. We'll watch where this cuts down and see. Yeah, that's a beautiful return there to win that point, to win that chase.
Yep. I think, given losing the serve, I guess, relatively quickly, and then losing the first chase, winning the next chase, and then laying another 2 chases, both quite good.
And I think Leah can afford to attack this serve now. Worse than 2, she's going to really want to put some pressure on Claire. She won't want to give her something she can drive
Chase
the
worse
dead
than
on,
2.
that's for sure.
No.
So she looks like she's opting for the giraffe. It's perfect.
Chase off.
Bad lead. That's a very bad lead.
30 all. Chase worse than 4.
We'll see that on the replay just to see how close it was.
Yeah, but when it's that close, I think it's better off just making a decision to take it. Leah trying to head for the galleries there, the hazard galleries, and
40,
missing it.
30.
So now she's in the spot where she didn't want to be, a game point down. Claire opting to attack that one, but just hitting the tape.
Deuce.
There we go.
Yep, well marked.
Well marked, but very bad leave, I think.
Yeah.
Especially when you've got all the hazard galleries open then.
I can't fault the serves. They have been very effective so far. With
Which serves?
Just that high serve there.
Deuce.
They've all
Giraffes,
been very, very deep.
And if you put a bit of cut on them, as most of the pros especially are doing, they pull up and they do come down parallel with the back wall, don't they?
Yep, just full flush. And
Yep, stop that really full-blooded drive coming. It's a good volley. Flipped out and hit her on the leg.
Advantage better than the door.
slight misread off the back wall there. It kick,
Yep.
especially in Hobart, it will kick out almost behind you. It's almost worth turning on the ball and taking a forehand at times.
Yep.
Or,
And I think you're right, Ollie. You're good at your age because you step back really quickly, and so you can afford to step in. But us older players, unfortunately, are still going backwards, and the ball's still following us.
Yep.
So we're we're under a bit of pressure there when that happens.
Yep.
Well, now, I think
Advantage
Claire will
server.
be wanting to do a pretty good serve here. So I reckon it's
Better
Navarro's
than
going to
the
come
ball.
out, and but Leah's going to have to really attack it. It's not a good chase, so she can afford to. Well,
It's good. It was a good width at
Juice.
least. So
that's all you can
that's-
say. It was on the penthouse.
Yeah.
Claire would be upset that she missed that. It was a gimme, a complete gimme, and she couldn't have asked for a better start to the point. Juice.
Fault.
That's a big fault. Quite a miss. Going for the bobble.
What up?
Yep, getting under there. That's the first bobble we've seen today, I think, Ollie.
Advantage server.
I think
No chase.
Leah might have done one.
Yep, yeah, she
I
might have.
think,
Yeah, she
yeah.
might have. First one from Claire for sure.
Yep.
Advantage. Where's she heading back to? Heading for the galleries, but missed.
Yep.
And punished for it.
Yep.
Claire will be happy to
Game.
get rid of that game, I think.
Yep.
2 games to love.
She had a couple of mistakes in there. We'll see what she's going to
To love first set.
She's showing the pressure Leah's under. She's hitting nearly half the returns on the penthouse,
15 love.
Ollie,
Yep.
from what I'm seeing. This
Yep.
means Claire's putting under a fair bit of pressure here.
Chase.
Ooh, that's
1
a
yard.
lovely shot.
I think Leah needs to, I guess,
15
continue.
love.
I guess hitting a bit harder, boasting it, just keep putting it in that forehand corner because it's not working going for the galleries or backhand corner at this stage.
It's a lovely attacking chase from Leah.
Nope, bit worse than 2.
That was a better.
1 yard and
return.
worse than 2. 15
Two
love.
chases. I was going to say they're not moving, but there are 2 chases. Leah would be very happy with that. What's this service point? 80% Claire's one on her serve to Leah's only 157. Interesting little stat there, but it's very early on in the game. So,
Yep.
so it's,
Yeah.
you couldn't put too much on it yet.
Yeah, first set after round about the first set. That's when those sort of stats kind of indicate where the match has been
Absolutely.
heading. But yeah, first 2 games, anything can happen.
What do you think Leah's going to serve to a yard? I think it's going to be a giraffe, isn't it?
I could see either
Ooh,
a
she's-
giraffe or a demi.
15 love receiver. Chase. 1
She's gonna
yard.
want
Yeah.
something that Claire's not going to be able to hit too easy, and I think
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
looking to the giraffe.
I would have thought so. Try and really stop that force for the dead on. She's done it well.
Won the chase.
Oh,
She's left
Pull
another
up.
one, but
she has. She's not reading the chases very well in this, so
although that's
30
a
love.
very good effort from Claire, I
Just
don't,
worse
don't,
than
don't
2.
think I could have done anything half as good.
to land it in the yard from there. Worse than 2.
That's a very good volley
Yeah.
from Leah.
Yeah. So Claire would be very
15,
happy to be
30.
15-30 in this situation.
Yep.
Those 2 chases.
A good attack.
Far more attacking, yeah.
Big come on for Leah.
Yep.
30 all. Stroke.
Such a tough forehand corner out Hobart one when they put
40,
heavy cut on
30.
it. I think Claire's picked up the heavy cut return off her husband.
Yep.
She likes to put it down in there like that. Another giraffe. Not a very good one. Claire's opting to leave it though. Just going to tie her up in the wall if she tried to hit that, I think, Ollie. Go on the bobble. It's a long bobble.
Chase better than the first gallery. 40-30.
I don't think Claire was aiming for the last gallery then. I think she was trying to curl it down into the backhand.
Trying to get that one into about better than 2 sort of spot.
I think so. Oh,
that was half a yard.
Yep. Look at that, half a yard. 5 and 10, 5 and 11. Just replay how she's.
40-30, server leads better than the first gallery.
Showing her good defensive style, but I think Leah's less attacking than she was last time she was in Hobart. 40-30 to Claire. Better than the first gallery. Not a tough chase. Went for the railroad, but a fault. Claire closes it out for game number 3.
3 games to love. First set.
She's starting to enter into that untroubled zone, I think, Ollie.
Yep.
Not making as many mistakes as she did in the first couple of games.
That's a grill.
There we go. It was pretty routine
15.
too.
Love.
Second grill of the match.
Yep.
A little bit lucky from Claire there. She's clipped Bando.
30. Love.
And still kicked out. So
she's happy with that.
Yep.
30 love. So pretty tight play there from Claire.
Yeah, there was a few balls down the middle, throughout the rally, but that last one was a lot tighter against the wall and had much more effect.
Yeah, I think, like I said, Claire's just settling in here and cutting the mistakes out, and she's going to have a calm day at the office, I get the feeling.
Just the last gallery.
Smart tennis.
Very smart tennis. Leah knowing that she's certainly not doing any good down there. Yeah, Claire being quite aggressive there. There's that demi. Leah got down into there, but heading up the main wall there for the grill. It's not a very big grill in Hobart, and because it's sunk, it looks even smaller, I think, Ollie. Don't you reckon? Because it's sunk back, you think, oh, how am I going to ever hit that?
Yep, no, it doesn't. It pops out bottom edge, Bando all the
40
time.
love. Receiver. Chase the last gallery.
I think Claire's going to attack this serve. She's got a couple of game points up her sleeve, and she can afford to attack this.
Fault.
Hard cut return, I get the feeling.
What up?
Oh, beautiful cut from Leah there.
Excellent shot.
Yeah.
15-40.
Really bit down.
Just needs to hold the service end.
Yeah, she's under the pump though.
Worse than you are. Yeah,
Leah having lots of trouble with the double boast, isn't she? She couldn't get in to hit the one that went for half a yard, and this one she hasn't been able to get in either.
Needs to get a little bit further back behind it, I think.
Yeah. She's got to follow the ball in. And this court, because like you're saying, it's repainted, it bites. So you've got to
40-15.
follow the ball into the wall.
Server leads, chases
be
worse
confident
than
that it's
1
going to
yard.
kick back and be ready for it.
Yep.
Here we go. So she's just a little bit far out. 45. Claire's got the serve back straight away.
Lost the chase.
That's fourth game to
the game.
Claire.
4 games to love. 4 love, 2 sets.
Claire's staying now the bare minimum down there on the receiver's end.
Yep.
There's just 1 point only that she was down there for.
Chase the second gallery.
And
Leah's heading back to...
She wants no part of that.
Love all.
She wants to fight against that as best she can.
Yep, heading for the galleries for the serve.
drive.
Yep.
Good bit of aggression.
I think Claire slightly misread that. She thought it might have been going up. She was
15
ready to hit
love.
it and then pulled a racket away, didn't she, Ollie?
Yeah, it was a more central force.
I was going to say, Leah can afford to hit out a
15
bit.
all.
She's got a chase, and she would, wants to change ends with a game point if she can.
I think a shorter boast to bring Claire up the court a little bit could
Be worthwhile.
yeah.
And she's going high. If she keeps going high to Claire. Claire is just very good at finishing off a point,
Time,
as we
please.
saw there. Just
30,
straight under the
15.
grill, very textbook
One
sort of
chase, second
stuff.
gallery.
Running up the court, cross court, under the grill, and you're really pinned, aren't you, when you're receiving that? You're sort of like, where is it going to go? You need to make a decision, but you can't.
Faults.
It's a great dig.
Great.
A nearly a yard worse than last gallery.
It's great defence from Claire.
30-15.
Excellent.
Yeah, that half
was
volley.
Very
Yeah.
good offence from Leah just to
Let's look at that
play
again.
that chase.
Jammed it down. Oh no, that's the. Here we go. Is it? Leah getting a lot more aggressive. This is the half volley we're going to look at, I think. Oh no, this is the finishing off across court.
Okay, come on.
30-15. Receiver. Chase the second gallery. Second gallery.
That's a very good rally.
She's really struggling with that double post. She's really struggling.
40-15. Nearly a yard worse than the last gallery.
Opting for the giraffe.
That's a mistake from Claire.
30-40.
Claire not happy there. Having a talk to herself. It's a good dig. Claire thought it was going in.
She'd given up.
Yep. And on most courts in the world, it would have gone in.
I think so.
But here
Game,
it did it.
5 games to love.
5 games to love. She's
5 love,
happy to
first
get out of
sets.
that.
Even that ball in the forehand corner was quite good, and Claire's just managed to get a racket onto it.
She stretches out really well, Claire. Like there. Whereas Leah tends to be a little bit closer up. I think, Ollie, that's where I'd like to see Leah
15,
be more
love.
attacking. You said in the beginning that she's got nothing to lose. Well, that one off the back wall and across court, she could have afforded to really have a go at that, but
Yeah,
she tried to
gotta-
place it.
Yeah, drive it for that base of timber or miss left of it, and just put a little bit of pace onto it.
Yeah.
But if she keeps trying to have a rally bowl, Claire's going to keep getting him back.
And she wasn't going to get another chance at that, and she just pushed it across court, and Claire, of course, hit it back. Whereas I think she could have really attacked it, because it was a loose shot from Claire. That's the one I mean. I mean, she
Excellent
played
ball.
that well. Excellent
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah, that was a good
15 all.
combination.
Down there.
Good combination of length and just width on the wall.
And I think that's showing Claire fairly confident. She
30,
didn't go for the
15.
galleries. She opted for that low backhand, just to keep her under pressure, and be quite happy to see if she could get the chase that way.
It's the last gallery.
They're showing a
that
lot,
time.
a lot of confidence
30,
there.
15.
So
Yep.
not to leave that hazard and just take a gallery.
Yep. Probably hoping to start the second set serving.
Faults.
That's a better
Good
shot.
finish.
Yeah, good finish there. It was aggressive and down underneath the
Definitely.
base
a
of
bit
the
more pace.
grill, which is what you want.
Yep.
Far more aggressive. Quite a big point, if there could be in this set so far.
Faults.
Good defence by Leah.
Great pickup. Oh,
That's
no.
the one I mean. You see, it's off the penthouse.
40,
you would have
30,
thought
chase
for
the
all money
last
attack
gallery.
it. You know, and Leah's gone for that slow shot up the backhand, the forehand, but over the high part of the net. And I don't think you would have played that shot there, Ollie.
I find personally balls off the dropping like that off the roof are actually slightly harder to attack because of there's not that much forward momentum from the ball itself. You kind of got to have a lot of control and just to generate that pace onto
But
it.
watch this though, where Leah's in trouble, I think, is that with that ball, if she'd have kept moving up with it, then she would have found the pace easy to generate. But she'd stopped when she hit it, and so hence it started to dictate it to be. So here we go. See, she's gone. That's a great one she did.
That
And
was very good. Yeah.
Going to do that again
40-30.
This
Server
time.
leads.
when it happened. I think Ben.
Chase the last gallery.
First set point for Claire, and unfortunately to bagel Leah.
Faults.
Second serve.
Average chase, last gallery.
Wow.
Oh, there we go.
That's the first set.
Claire was happy with that,
Game and the first set.
as she would be.
6 games to love.
Wow. Service points won 85%.
Second set. Love all.
I think it's fair to say there's quite a bit of competitive rivalry between these two.
Definitely. Yeah, without a
15
doubt.
love.
Yeah.
Fault.
Claire's not really punching a railroad in today. She normally punches that quite hard.
30 love.
It's an unforced error from Leah. Not a good sign. I wonder what she's thinking about. How do you think she's going to play this second set, Ollie? She's got to change something, hasn't she?
Definitely to be more aggressive.
Yeah.
But based on that
40
return,
love.
I don't think that's
Both returns.
Yeah, I think I don't know what the game plan it really is at this stage.
Chase worse than 2.
But
40
again,
love.
off that ball, that wasn't super aggressive.
Yep.
That was more a length, and and I think she's got to do something a bit better than that to deal with that. There's Claire's that just clipped the timbre.
I
You
might
love that.
leave you for a second, Brad, as I just got to
Check your car.
repay my parking. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
So now looking at that set summary there,
40 love.
twice as
Receiver.
many points exactly won by Claire as
Chase
Leah.
worse than 2.
And but equal number of points served, so not particularly fussed about
Faults.
getting the serve in the early part of the set we saw. And she's got 3 game points here, so Claire's really all over Leah at this point, as you'd expect with a 10 handicap point difference.
Chase.
Doesn't waste any of
Game 1 game to love.
it. Nails that first
1 love. Second
right
set.
deep in the forehand corner. 1 game to love. That's a far better point played by Leah. A bit more aggression and
15
really
love.
pushing it in towards the corners. Takes a lead in the second game.
Bolts.
She's been opting for the bobble on the second serve. See if she's going to stay with that in the second set. Yep.
She's better than 3.
That's a heavy cut volley into the right corner. Very difficult to play.
15 love. Time, please.
Better than 3. 1 chase to Claire. Hear the
30 love.
remonstration from Claire there, not very happy with that. Come on, she's saying, keep your mind on it. 15 or 30 love, sorry, 30 love.
Four.
She'll probably be wanting to actually get back to business with the beginning of this set, not letting anything happen to get away.
Worse than 3.
Vicious cut and a bit of pace.
Better than 3. Worse than 3. 30 love.
2 fairly tight chases. So it's going to be interesting to see what Claire opts to serve off those. I reckon she might try a punchy railroad to keep the pace on the ball and make it more difficult to hit that length. George Casamati, one of the oldest members of the Hobart Tennis Club.
Better than 3. Worse than 3. 2 chases.
He's been a member for over 50 years.
30 love. Receiver. First chase. Better than 3.
Claire to serve.
Better than 3.
She's opted for a sidewall. Doesn't let that bounce. She'll let that one
Lost the
go
chase.
for an easy win.
15-30.
She pulls
Chase
one back.
worse than 3.
15-30 now. Worse than 3. Let's see what she serves there. Nice serve. Oh, but she's made a mistake on the back. So Leah gets 2
40,
game points.
15.
She hasn't had 2 game points since nearly the first game of the first set, I think, Ollie.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Leah takes game.
she gets the first game. 1 game all.
Game 1
second
game
set.
all.
Your card
1 all,
doesn't have a
second
ticket
set.
at this stage, by the way, Bradders.
Thanks, Ollie. The battery's gone flat. She could expect of a 65 English car. Used to be an old police car.
Yep.
English police car. Let's get back to the tennis. Nice long rally here. Leah attacking the ball this time. Really good to see. Claire
Yep,
aiming
good
for
dig.
the grill.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Leah's, you know, just the last few points she started attacking it, which is really
15
refreshing
love.
to see.
Has she been getting a bit more aggressive on
Yeah,
points?
yeah, very aggressive,
Excellent,
which
excellent.
is good. So, you know, she's.
Well, it's been effective. She's taken the first game of the match.
I think she's realised I don't want to go down the path that I normally do. The thing is, I think Claire will just wear it out. She'll just, you know,
15 all.
stay stock solid and say, well, Leah can keep trying, but I'm going to keep her honest. And she can't afford to do that.
Out of court. Thank you.
She can't afford to make those mistakes.
30, 15.
Even if it had gone in, Claire would have finished that off. done it twice in a row.
Put away.
Yep. Like I said,
40,
notice
15.
Claire plays that ball moving forward, you know, so she can keep the pace on it. Whereas Leah tends to pull up. Leaves that for a hazard.
Hazard. Half a yard, thank you. 40,
Good
15.
idea. She was never going to get a decent return off that anyway.
No, it was slightly overhit.
Railroad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's interesting though, because Leah has definitely got a little bit more aggressive. And I think it's exactly what you were saying, Ollie. She's got nothing to lose, and she's saying, "Well, I might as well hit out here and see what comes."
I think overhitting or making a few errors on, especially the returner serve, when you're being a bit more aggressive, she can, I guess, afford to lose points as long as she is, I guess, winning, or as long as it's working to some extent, and she's
landing more than half.
Exactly, and or it's at least she's getting a better result than not being as aggressive, and so inevitably
40,
she will
15,
drop a few points, make a few errors, hit a few penthouses, but as long as
Has a chase half
the
a yard,
majority
has a chase.
are winners or working, then
And she's moving quite well. She was a bit lethargic earlier on in the week, so I think she's sort of got over that bug she had. Ooh, that's
middle of the net for Claire, going for
30, 40.
definitely going for a gallery there, but
and she hit it pretty squarely too, but you know, over into the high part of the net. Points won there. I didn't quite see it.
I think it was 34 to
Claire's
19.
got a game point here. That's a great
That's
serve.
excellent serve.
Excellent serve.
Bringing it back to Juice.
Yeah, bring it back to Juice. And she'll be happy with that. 40-15 down. It's the first time she's come back in this match. In fact, Claire's been closed him out the first point. Oh,
I think that got Claire on the head.
I think she got a touch on it. Yep,
Server.
she got a touch on it, so it wasn't a hazard. You think it got her on the head?
Looked like it anyway.
You've got young eyes. Yeah, she's gone for another giraffe. See if it could land it. No.
The edge.
I think she should have been happy with that because it was a very far forward from where she wanted it.
Yeah.
I think she should have been happy that it was a fault. Oh, great volley.
Chase.
That's a great shot from Claire. Another game point for Leah though.
Better than 5.
First time
Advantage.
we've really seen Claire hit out. She's really oh yeah,
Here
you're right.
in the
Just
back, I
in
think.
the back
Yeah.
shoulder. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Ambitious shot to hit that off the timber, especially as a volley.
Yeah.
Well, for me anyway.
Yeah. I think it was more of a misread than a.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Advantage Leah. I think Claire's going to play this fairly safe. I don't think she's really under any real pressure.
Advantage receiver.
Better than 5.
Better than 5.
Still a relatively average chase. She's going to have to be quite aggressive, but on a more of a cut shot.
Yeah, and not make the mistake.
Strong cut volley here.
Make Leah. She's going to
That's a
make
very
Leah
good
play
serve.
it. And they're heading back towards the galleries there. Didn't get it. Could lose it.
Lost a
It
chase.
will
Yeah.
lose it. Yeah.
I must say, I think that was quite well played from both players there. Excellent
Yeah, it was tight.
serve.
It was tight.
Leah's managed to get it
Yep.
back down the middle. Is okay when it's that tough a serve and still beating the chase. So
Yeah. Yeah. So she's attacking it, but
yeah,
that's a lovely return off the timbre. Oh.
that was an excellent drive, backhand drive from Leah.
Yep.
But I think some of
Just a
those,
slight misread there.
Server.
She thought it was going to hit the full face of the timbre, and it just
Yeah.
got the main wall beforehand and goes behind you in Hobart.
yep,
True.
Oh, lovely drive. And that's what I think. That's what Leah's been trying to do, but some of them have
Deuce.
been going up. So
Yep.
now she might have got the range down a bit lower, and that's what she should be doing. It's a tight game now. That's a fantastic volley from Claire.
excellent volley.
Oh, it was a great drive from Leah. The right
Advantage.
shot, forehand
Server.
drive to the dead on while Claire was out of position, but managed to get there with a great volley.
Faults.
That's the more punchy railroad I expected to see from Claire. She was attacking it though.
Game,
Yep.
2 games to 1.
Tough with
2-1, second set.
2-1. Had to be 2-1 to someone, but Leah had a look at it.
Oh no, it's out of court.
Yeah. I
15
think she's pulling
love.
her head up. I think she's not, because it's quite quick off that back wall here. She's letting it get in front of her and she's pulling her head up. Is that what you're seeing? And so it's going up onto the penthouse.
Not too sure.
There you go. She'll take
Has
the
a chase
hazard
worse
there.
than a yard.
Has a chase worse than
15
a yard.
love.
So she's got a chase. She'll get the serve. Let's see.
Chase
Yep,
worse
that's-
than
That's a
2.
great cut volley.
Brilliant cut volley. Claire would be upset she didn't get the second bounce on the penthouse there with that serve.
Yep. Yeah, one bounce railroad's
Yeah.
quite
15 love.
dangerous for the
Yep.
server just to lose the serve.
Very similar to her husband's serve there, except he normally gets 2 or 3 bounces.
Yes.
Very, very similar though, the style, I think.
What were the match stats looking like after the first set? I didn't catch
Interestingly, they were both serving about the same amount of time. So
Yep.
Claire wasn't really trying to get served, but she won exactly double the number of points.
that. Right, exactly double. Okay.
Yeah, 26 to 13, I think. So, yeah, it's, but obviously doing it from both ends, so not
Yep.
fussed with having to have
15
the serve.
love. Receiver. Hazard chase worse than a yard. Hazard chase.
Leah's going to want to take the pace off this serve so that Claire will have to put it on. She's opted for yeah. That's exactly what you would have expected. Claire immediately hit out. Didn't have to worry about where it was
30
going to
love.
land. Just
Chase
get the
worse
pace
than
on it.
2.
Yep.
This time she's going to have to be a lot more controlled.
I reckon either I think a cut shot to the back end corner. Well, that's a fault. So
I think we're going to see she's going to try and get herself in a position to play main wall dead on. All right, Ollie.
great cut shot.
Great catch shot. 40 love.
40 love.
Back to that commanding position of 3 game points. Just so much pressure.
And
Chase
she's taking
last
serves
gallery,
out as
40
well.
love.
The
all
service
out.
ends as well. Yep. Yep.
Back to service.
Yep. She's well in control now. Well in control. Actually, when you were playing Rob, Ollie, you had that great second set against Rob earlier in the tournament. Can you tell us what you were thinking then? What sort of game plan you had?
Well, I think I was about 6-1, 3-1 down, 3 love down, and I was.
You were.
Yeah, I was just trying to kind of get a few rallies going because I felt okay when it came to those. I wasn't getting enough of them. And then I think I went 5-1 down, and suddenly
Pulled all the way back to 5-all.
Suddenly I just started finding a serve. He wasn't cutting to 1 yard every time and wasn't hitting a main wall off, and I started just serving demi
40
PKs
love.
and sidewalls and
Server leads. Chase
seemed
the
to
last
get what I was
gallery.
looking for, I guess.
And all you needed to do, you were keeping in the points well then, and you know.
Last gallery.
And he doesn't like long points these days.
No.
Okay, there's that punchy one. That's what I'm talking about.
Hazard galleries are open.
Yeah, but she slams it down underneath the grill. Textbook stuff, really.
Game,
textbook.
3 games to 1. 3-1.
3-1.
Second set.
That nice 2-game lead that all of us love. That was well played by Leah, actually.
Yep.
It's just that Claire's volley just
15 love.
got down under in front of the timbre there and didn't give her any room to hit it.
No, just found just that spot where it just doesn't give you much off the wall.
Yep. On the demi PK. Yeah. Claire's rolling. She's
30,
rolling.
Love.
She's clearing the net by a fair margin and happy to just make sure she doesn't make any mistakes. It looks like.
She's worse than 6.
But that's what I mean when Claire's quite comfortable and
30
doesn't
love.
think the other player can hurt her. She clears the net by quite a bit, 2 feet there, and you know is willing just to make sure she's keeping in the point. Good read by Claire there.
It was good. I think it was a good game plan.
40 love,
Leah.
chase worse
Just
than
stay
6.
quite aggressive, but I think she's going quite central with it.
Yeah.
Perhaps, I guess there's a little bit of safety going central with your forces, and that it's not going to go penthouse out of court to the, well, I guess the windows or the outside cage out of court.
Do you find on Hobart, Ollie, you've got to aim for basically the top of the dead-on ledge rather than aiming in the middle?
I don't think. I guess I don't personally think about the height to that extreme, but I do think about if I go cross court, if I miss high, this is going out of court. You know, I got to miss low, or there might be safety in just going for a main or dead on, or taking pace off, or you're just going down the line.
40
just
love,
to
receiver.
have a rally to keep going.
But Leah's missing more
Chase
than
worse
half
than
them onto the
6.
penthouse, isn't she?
Yep.
It's really taking the pressure off Claire. 40 love to Claire, 3 more game points.
Fault.
6, quite an easy chase. You really want your first serve to go in those sort of situations. Oh, great return. Great retrieval.
It's quite a good first get from Leah.
Yeah, it's a great
Game,
return.
4 games to 1. 4-1,
Great
second
retrieve.
sets.
4-1.
Chase the second gallery.
Whatever game plan Leah thought
Love
after this second set, Ollie, she possibly has to change it.
Yeah.
What was that serve? Didn't watch that really well.
Has a
Was
chase
that
worse
like
than
an
second
undercut
gallery.
serve?
2 chases love all.
Last one. See if Ben shows it to us again.
Let's get a
that
replay
last,
of
yeah, that last serve she just did. Chris Ronaldson, ex-world champion there, with one of his best mates' wives, Karen Totes. Barry not coming down the coast for this game. Here it is.
Just spotted KB doing his warm up out the window. Yeah.
Getting ready for his finals match against Camden. That's going to be a tough
Lovell,
ask.
chase
Yeah.
the second gallery.
Tough ask. Here we go. Second gallery. Quite an easy chase. Claire will be aiming to keep it tight.
Fault.
Oh, that's a big miss on a railroad. Over a metre out from the main wall, from the service wall. Aiming for a hazard gallery there.
Court.
That's
Lovely return from Leah there.
quite
pressure.
Quite a bit of pressure on that one. Yeah.
15 love.
Good pace.
Hazard chase worse
Sharp
than the
angle.
second gallery. Hazard chase.
Got an excellent first serve here for the hazard
Yep.
chase. Worse than second. Yep.
Nice tight serve.
15
I'm not
all.
sure that what Leah was trying there. It was way too tight to try for a gallery.
I think she's just trying to slide it down the wall to some extent.
Yep.
Out of courts.
Now, whilst Claire hit that
30,
out, she's still
15.
far more comfortable with that post than Leah is, isn't she? She made a clean contact with it.
Yep.
Leah showing some of the signs of that bug she had earlier in the week. Oh, that's a good get. Oh, beautifully played by Leah.
Yep.
Pressure on all the way through that point, I think, Ollie.
40-15.
2 game points.
Yep. Oh, she wouldn't be happy with that.
And the game, 2 games to 4.
This is going to be an important game.
Sets.
That, 7th game, Ollie.
Big difference between 5-2 and 4-3.
4-3, yep. Claire trying to get the timbre there.
Low confidence in that shot.
Yep. Yep.
15 love.
She had no other doubt what she was going to play.
3rd grill of the match.
Yep. None to Leah.
Holtz.
Puts that volley down. That's pretty uncharacteristic of Claire there. 15 all.
Off a boast, it does tend to, I guess, grip the racket and just goes.
It's a very bad bobble. It's a very high bobble. Well, high on the back wall, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Demi PK.
Ooh.
Wasn't
30,
a tough boast.
15.
Wasn't a tough boast.
Going for a bit too much there, trying to
I think so.
grab that service end with a chase.
Again. Hey, just getting a racket on that. Good defence here from Claire. Leah just keeping at it. Yep. Leah's definitely opting now more for Claire's backhand.
Definitely, and
Most
try
shots
to
are
bring
heading
her
down
up
there.
the court, and
Yep.
she'll either take a chase or take Claire being, I guess, out of position. Both of which are better for a receiver.
Good play from Claire. Good play from Leah, rather.
Bit ambitious, but
Oh, it was all the right shot though,
40,
wasn't it? She put
30.
the power on it. She
Yep.
was happy if it didn't hit the galleries or either low on the back wall.
just
Right shot, just hit the tape. Oh, that's the... Oh, Claire, a
unlucky.
misread there from Claire.
Deuce.
Yeah.
Just hit the wall above the penthouse and raced out. And caught her by surprise there. She
Yep.
wasn't expecting it to come out that way, and also at that angle too. Juice, becoming a big point. Oh, and on the penthouse too. Lovely length from Leah.
Yep.
Oh dear. Leah had time to get across and stop that.
Advantage.
She won't be that
Server.
happy with that because it wasn't a hard shot for the grill.
No, it was a little bit lobby,
Yeah,
which is,
That's
I
what
guess,
mean. She could have
yeah.
got across and cut it off, I think, if she'd known the court better. Still trying to opt for that backhand.
yeah, that's
That's
a
the
great
shot.
placement.
That's exactly where you want it on this.
Game, 5 games to 2.
It's
5-2.
5-2.
Second
It's
set.
pretty big set of stairs to climb now, Ollie.
Oh yeah.
You know it though. You know what that one feels like.
No, then 3.
In fact, yep, I think you nearly had an identical
Level.
score, didn't you?
I think I was even further away.
Yeah, you were every
Yeah.
game there, but you did get back to 2-5.
Yes, yeah. Same amount of chases laid.
Yep. Which normally means similar time served.
Yes.
1 yard worse than last
Didn't
gallery.
opt
2
for that one.
chases. Level.
Yeah. What are we watching here that Ben's given us? Trying to get across those galleries there.
That's the grill. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Always going to be. Lovely finish there. Claire's mother-in-law, her husband, and an ex-president, Kaz Pitt, from the Hobart Tennis Club there.
I think Rob's seen the camera.
He's seen the camera. He's fairly comfortable there.
Okay, come on.
He's actually got my tickets.
Has he?
I gave them up, having to
Love all.
commentate.
Better
in this
than
one.
3.
Barbara's been a great supporter of Robbie's whole career. Okay, the giraffe. Trying to take the pace off this return, I should imagine. Fantastic serve.
Excellent serve.
Excellent serve. Nothing she could do there.
No.
So please.
Nothing Claire could do.
15 love.
Mind
More
you,
than a
we
yard
said that
worse
before.
than the last
that
gallery.
corkscrew high one that came down.
Yeah,
into
to
the
half a
court,
yard.
Half a yard. Okay. More than a yard worse. Not a hard chase, but if it's a good serve again.
Looking for the backhand corner.
Not up.
Wow. Yep. Found the neck.
Down the neck. Yep. 15 all.
15
3
all.
points away from the
Yep.
Open title.
Point served, Claire. 3 points to every 2 of Leah's. She's creeping ahead there. Been serving a bit more in this second set. Oh, Leah aiming for the grill there.
30,
And
15.
Claire doing the classic stop and wait, which always makes it more difficult to return.
Neutral. Come on. Go for it.
30-50 to Leah.
30 all.
30 all. What's that stat there? 73 to 53, but I can't see what it was about.
I mean, service points 1.
I think so. This time we won't be having the presentations after the singles matches. They're going to be left until the end of the doubles tomorrow night, Ollie.
Yes.
Stroke.
Oh, don't you hate that? That's not only did it hit the
40,
edge of the
30.
last gallery,
Hits.
but Leah couldn't
Edge.
get out of the way.
Hits the
and
player,
it's,
yeah.
It's the player, so she's a point against her. It comes up with a match point.
First match point.
First match point. Claire's been closing them out. Oh, Leah lucky to get that bun back. Oh, how close is that to nearly being the end of the ball game? Has it?
Has it worse than
Claire will
second?
come
40,
down and
30.
serve for the match. Serve for the match. Another one of her Australian Open titles. Australian Ladies Open titles. And again, the presentations for this will be unusual in that they'll all be together after the doubles tomorrow night.
What time's the final doubles tomorrow?
I think it's 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock as well?
6 o'clock too, Ollie. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Gives the cocktail party hour, and also it's a good time for our English viewers too.
40, 30. Server leads. Hazard chase worse than the second gallery. Hazard
Match
chase.
point number 2. Yeah, opting for that railroad. Plenty of bounces this time.
Played.
There it
Game.
is.
Set. And the match.
Pretty much as expected, Ollie Whitmore.
6 love, 6-2.
Yep. Thanks for commentating with me. First time we've ever done
6
it together.
love.
Thanks,
6
Bradis.
2.
No fights, which is good. Always a good sign.
It's been good fun, yeah.
Yep. Not too many insults or anything like that, so that's always a good sign as well. Claire pretty happy with that. Closed it out.
The presentation for this match will be at the end of the tournament tomorrow night, and if you're not already planning on coming down, we'd love to see you here for it.
Well done.
Thank you.
Just a match summary there.
74% serves 1 to the 50%, so I think Leah did slightly better from the receiver's end in that second set compared to the first.
And as usual, the chaser's laid tends to reflect how many serves were won as well. It's interesting how that stat quite often lines up.
Some of the stats I don't think quite are as accurate. I'm pretty certain I remember Leah hitting a main or dead on at some point, or hitting a dead on, so I think Brett's...
Failed to hit the button there
yeah,
on the board.
I think
Yep.
it's safe to say he's hasn't done.
You wouldn't
done that.
name him a Philistine though, just on that.
Oh, he's a good marker. He's technology, I think, is his weak spot.
Good on you, Ollie. Ollie, who's been coached by Brett for some years now, and you know, it's quite a good indication of how good Brett is at coaching, and that all of the juniors coming through with Brett have done very well.
Yes.
In fact, the whole Australian side last year was from the Hobart club.
Yeah, 2023 under 26 squad, and yeah, hopefully we'll see about the 2025 squad as well.
Yeah. So this is Ollie Pridmore and myself signing off from the Ladies Open 2025 Australian final. And thanks again, Ollie, and thanks to our sponsors, Newtown Station Nursery, Tierney Law, Falconer and Associates, and the other sponsors, and also the Davis family, who have really been helpful, not only through Elle with all her help and everything, but also her parents, who have also sponsored quite a bit in this tournament. So a thank you to them as well.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks for having Brad. Thanks
Okay,
for having
Ollie.
Brad, yeah.
Thanks, mate. And now we'll look forward to the singles final.
Yep.
Bye for now.
Well,